Just waiting for some food to get here.
Oh, Fast and Furious 9 trailer.
Ew, why are they making so many of those?
It's all about family.
No, it's not. It's literally about stealing cars. And that's the whole stupid thing. Like, if they stuck to that premise where it was like awesome races, awesome fucking car, fucking stealing, explosions, banging hot bitches in their tailpipe or whatever, you know, but like, no, it's Paul Walker died and now they're like, oh, we're all family, and now like The Rock is somewhere in the universe, and it's like, it's not good. When you can have Dwayne The Rock Johnson in your universe, you know you've gone too far. That's why I'm not sure about this Black Adam shit, you know, but like, you know, whatever, you know, he'll prove me wrong, probably.
Well, come on, John Cena's now in the Fast and Furious movie. It makes it even better.
That's even worse. You know you hit rock bottom when you have John Cena in. What was it, the one movie, like Cockblockers, and like the other one where it's
yeah, that was funny. I liked him in that. No, he was pretty funny in Cockblocks. Cockblocker or Blocked, whatever the fucking movie's called.
Some stupid shit like that. But besides that, what other good movies have you really... I never really seen him in a good movie.
Oh, God.
So I really... Honestly, I never really watched any
He was
of his
bad
movies.
in Bumblebee. Like, Bumblebee was a great movie. He was bad in Bumblebee.
Who is he?
Wasn't he like the bad guy or some shit?
Yeah, he was a military guy. Oh!
Didn't do a movie like 12 Rounds or some shit like that?
Yeah. Oh, Vin Diesel's getting his ass kicked.
Dumb.
Oh! John Cena's Vin Diesel's brother! His
what he thunk!
His baby brother! Brother John Cena! Oh!
Brother Cena.
Oh, I never knew I needed this in my life. John Cena and
Because I'm ready
Vin
if
Diesel's
you are.
brother. Like,
There's
is it
nothing more
like
powerful
Vin
than love
Diesel
affair.
and his like
You
sister in the
turn
movie
that
have
into
like
anger,
Spanish or
being more
something, and
dangerous.
he's like the whitest guy out of all?
Maybe this is the end.
Oh my
I don't know. All I know is that, like,
You know I'd ride to the
The Rock is Samoan.
Simone, yeah.
That's
It's all
all I
about
know.
family. Oh, Michelle Rodriguez.
I was never into those movies to begin with, and now, especially now, it just sounds super ridiculous, and I'm glad
It
I never
is.
got into
Please tell me that's
franchise.
not a Pontiac Fiero.
They literally put a rocket on a car. Dude, now they just need
No,
to
that's-
put this
that's
movie in
not
fucking
impressive.
space.
You might as well make it a cartoon and fucking like literally
Pretty much
have them
is.
blowing up the moon, doing circles, drifting around the sun and shit. Oh my god, John! I guarantee they're gonna make them put them in a fucking spaceship. and have
Josh,
them
it's
drift around
not.
the sun.
It literally the tag is it's not about blood, it's about family. Oh, so
Family is
inspirational.
blood.
So inspirational.
That's your mistake.
It's your mistake. This
This
is
is my world.
yeah, little brother. This is so stupid. Oh, this aircraft.
Oh, this
Sean-
aircraft.
Oh, it's
They put Nas in
magnetic.
an aircraft.
It's magnetic.
Hold on.
It just picked up a car. Oh my god. Josh.
There's no bridge.
What's up?
They're literally going to go on a broken bridge. Oh! They hooked the rope onto a tire and they're swinging across a mountain. Why? It's
Sounds
like
pretty cool.
it's like Uncharted with cars.
Uncharted with cars.
Fast and Furious, the Fast Saga.
The fast get when the fast get going, the going gets.
Oh, Han is back. Oh,
I don't know who that is. Hans Gruber.
oh,
from
justice
Die
for
Hard?
Han. Oh, it says justice is coming. Yeah.
Is Hans Justice? Wasn't he the bad guy in like the third movie?
Han was no, that was Tokyo Drift. Han was the good guy. That was his brother who tried killing him.
Apparently everyone's brother, so I don't
Yeah.
know what you want from me, John.
but I love how in literally Fast and Furious 8 they like retcon it because Jason Statham apparently killed Han, the Asian character, and they were like, okay, you get to eat at our barbecue even though you murdered our friend and you tried killing us in like the last movie. You're our best friend now. And I'm like,
You're
okay.
our best friend. Let's
And
hang
then-
out.
Yeah, and then Jason Statham's brother in Fast and Furious 6 tried killing them too, and then he became a good guy. I'm like, okay, I guess nobody's a bad guy. Cool.
Everyone's just misunderstood,
Yeah,
John. It's like an anime.
Pretty much. Everyone just misunderstood. But, Birds of Prey, man. I'm actually excited. The fucking, some early reactions came out, and they're actually saying it's really, really fucking good. Like,
yeah, I bet it's fucking comics.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get my hopes too high, you know, because I'm looking at it as just like another. That's how I look at all movies, John. Unlike you, who have like such tight precognitions of like what's good or bad. They're like, oh, DC, oh my god, this is gonna be terrible. I go to a movie not thinking it's good or bad, and I decide as it goes along.
Wait. I do not go
You
into...
remember when we went to go see Shazam, and you're like, oh my god, I heard that he's in tights, and I was like, that's fucking hot. Let's do it.
Wait. I never said a bad ill will against Shazam. I was excited about Shazam. I do not like Justice League. I do not like Batman vs. Superman.
Batman, I agree with you. Batman vs. Superman is complete trash.
Batman vs.
Entertaining, yes, but complete trash.
Batman vs. Superman, you can literally make the choice. Do you want to see the 2-hour and like 30-minute version that makes no sense? Or would you rather watch the 3-hour version where you want to just kill yourself, that it puts everything together, but it still doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't get to the fucking plot. And Superman's a bitch in that movie the whole time. And then Batman's like, I'm gonna kill you. Do you bleed? I'm such a tough guy.
I hate that line.
Tell me, do you bleed?
It could have been delivered with such like fucking dopeness, and he made it sound like a fucking raider on a playground.
But even with fucking Superman in Justice League, he's like, tell me, do you bleed, with his like fucking CGI mustache?
I mean, that was dope because that was a callback to a shitty moment, which made it funny.
Oh, it was funny. It would have been perfect if it didn't include the goddamn CGI fucking mustache.
Bad lip shit. Yeah, no, I'm with you there and shit. That's the only thing I really liked about Justice League. It's like some of the CGI, you know, especially, you know, it's like, you know, Steppenwolf, I feel like, you know, just for like the universe is fine, you know, but like a lot of people dislike the CGI, and I agree, it could have been more realistic, could have been more better, but like, you don't really need that, especially if you're like eventually trying to do like an apocalypse movie with Darkseid. Darkseid, you need to get right. Doomsday, I'm disappointed what they did with Doomsday, but he might also come back. It's fucking Doomsday. He can never die, you know?
Yeah.
But I hate that it's like a clone of like Lex Luthor and Zod or some shit. It's like so stupid. I don't really like it. Wonder Woman was dope there.
Wonder Woman, like honestly, my favorite are Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Shazam,
and Aquaman, yeah.
And then I guess like if we're talking about like the DC so far, I think.
Wait, what do you hate more, like Justice League, Batman vs Superman, or like Suicide Squad? Which one do you really vex the most?
Honestly, vex the most. Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad.
Because you think it could have been done a lot better, right?
Oh, honestly, that whole Suicide Squad movie was just god awful garbage. Like when I look at it, like if you were to put those 3 movies on a table, which one I'd rather watch? I would honestly rather watch, and that's actually sad, like I'd rather watch Justice League, even though Justice League is a terrible movie. I'd rather watch Justice League because there's either 2 solutions. I could either fucking kill myself with watching Suicide Squad for literally that 2 hours, or literally waste 3.5 hours of my life watching the Batman vs. Superman cut that still makes no fucking sense in my life at all. Like, I don't understand. But when it comes down to it, for like, if I had to put like ranking wise, it would be from bad to good. It would be Suicide Squad, Batman vs Superman, then Justice League. Like, I would put that ranking. But as of right now, if we're talking about DC Cinematic Universe right now, Joker being a part of the Black Label, I would put Shazam first, because Shazam is just, it's so fucking good. I love that whole family aspect, and I thought it was.
I love how it's shot. Yeah. I love like the pacing.
Yeah.
I do like a
and
lot.
The comedy was fantastic.
Like I said, like the only thing is like I could have saved for them all getting powers.
Like the second one.
For the second one. Like that could have been the opening to the second one. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then
100%.
you know, dull it down, and then start the plot, and then you know, so that way you know it's like we get action in the beginning.
I think
a little dull down plot, and then like I feel like kind of like Kingsman. That's how they always do it. Like
even
through a lot of action in the beginning, they slow down, start the plot, and then end with action.
Even with like the emotional aspect with Billy Batson and his fucking mom when he meets her, and it was like, oh yeah, I left you on purpose. It's like, oh, you bitch, you fucking asshole, that child.
He gave her the fucking compass, and she didn't even remember.
Oh, I was like, you're a dick. You're a fucking. They play
on the
dick.
Realism in that one too, you know. And I like, because that's what I feel like a lot of people are saying too. It's like, it's obviously in the DC universe, but it doesn't feel like it's part of the DC universe, you know, because we're not like Flash or Wonder Woman or Cyborg or anyone who was in that group. You have someone who's like an outlooker like us who are watching those events, you know, and then just happens to get a superpower.
So yeah, if I were to rank it, it'd be Shazam, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Man of Steel. I'm trying to think, is there any other one that was out? So then it would be Justice League, BVS, then Suicide Squad. That's my lineup. Like,
It's a fair lineup, honestly.
like as of right now, that's like the lineup. Because you know what? I don't even know. Maybe Birds of Prey might fucking take top, fucking be in the
there's
top
like
one.
when I was on Snapchat and stuff, you know, like whenever I look at people's stories, below it's like other stories by like IGN and like movies.com or whatever and shit. And one of them was like Birds of Prey, is DC finally catching up with Marvel and stuff? And one, I think that's kind of like a disrespectful title. Like, one, you cannot compare the two, you know? Like, they're two different things, two different aspects, you know? But, like,
I could now
understand
say
what they
they're
meant
competing.
by it. But, like, that could just give me high hopes that, like, people are liking it. But at the same time, it's like, why are they liking it? Because, like, remember, like, a lot of critics didn't like Joker, you know what I mean, when it first came out, because it was so controversial and
That
shit,
was
you know?
just,
But, like,
I don't understand.
if
that
all these like
concept.
people are like, oh, I love Birds of Prey and stuff, how safe is it going to be any different than any other, like,
well,
you know, like
Birds
DC
of Prey.
movie?
Well, you gotta remember,
and
Birds of
stuff?
Prey is rated R.
Like, that's one of the good things about it. That's why I'm hoping. Yeah,
That's
hell
why.
yeah.
That's why I said I actually, when I was reading some of the reactions, because no reviews came out, people's live reactions, like their tweets came out, and apparently like people were like, this is like the most brutal comic book. I think the tweet was like, it's really violent for a comic book movie that is in this DC cinematic universe. I was like, oh, okay, that's really fucking awesome. Like, that's good that this movie was made rated R. I'm glad it wasn't like made PG-13. Like,
But like, rated R nowadays, like, what does that mean? They say fuck like 2 times. Like,
I
what?
think-
There's
I
like
think
maybe
violence. I think-
one sexual scene that involves maybe some titties.
I
And then
think
what? Like, violence? Like,
well, in the one trailer,
what
like,
is violence? I've seen like Thanos choke out Loki. You know what I mean? Like, what is violence really?
well, I think like in the one trailer for Birds of Prey, like I don't know if it was like the regular version or if it was like a red band version, but when Harley Quinn jumps on the guy's fucking knees while he has his legs rested, like you see his fucking
It's brutal.
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
it's fucking
fuck.
brutal.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like, that's something you wouldn't expect in the trailer and stuff, which definitely gives the tone for the
Well,
movie and
plus-
stuff. But like
plus,
in
if
the
you're-
Venom trailer, we kind of seen him kind of eat someone's head. You know what I mean? It's like that shit's very like on defense. Like, I'm expecting a lot more violence than like I want to see Harley Lily stabbing some guy's eyes out and shit. You're gonna make it rated R and shit. There needs to be gratuitous violence,
Well, then you
sexual
also
innuendos.
well, you also have the scene.
Or-
You also have the scene where literally she's fucking while they're shooting at the fucking bag of cocaine's in the scene. She's like fucking. She snorts in the fucking
like
cocaine.
gets high
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, it's funny. Which is like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, but like at the same, that's something I haven't seen in a cartoon. Just like, you know, like mimicked with something else that's not drugs. You know, I've seen it done with sugar in cartoons and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I understand it and stuff, and it's like obviously it's probably rated R for the same reasons like Deadpool is rated R and stuff, and like that's good. I definitely do enjoy that and stuff. So I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to say, it's like, don't get your hopes too high, John, because I feel like you will be disappointed in some way.
I
At the
don't
same
know.
time, it's definitely going to be a great movie, and I'm fully expecting it
I
to
don't know.
be a great movie.
I think with the way that the DC cinematic universe has been going, I don't think you can get any worse than fucking Suicide Squad. But I'm saying a lot of people are saying it's a really fucking good movie. So I'm excited. Like, honestly, like most thing I'm excited for is the hyenas. Like that's what I've been waiting for. The fucking hyenas.
Which one's in it? Bud's in it, right?
Well, it's called Bruce now.
Bruce, yeah, Bruce.
For fucking Bruce Wayne. So.
Yeah.
Which I'm still wondering, with the Batman movie, is it even connected to this universe, or is it like, yeah, separate universe?
I mean, I wouldn't mind if they just kept everything separate. They're like, look, we're making.
Well,
If we want to connect it, we'll let you know.
Well,
or
that's
like just have them separate and then be like, hey, why not connect them? You know what I mean?
well, that's the
So
other,
it's like,
that's
it
the-
doesn't matter to me personally right now, but like it does leave a lot to speculation for sure.
well, that's the other thing. With the Batman movie, which I liked, there was if I'm not mistaken, there was like rumors that the budget was going to be like around the same for the Joker movie, that it wasn't going to be like overly fucking CGI. It was going to be like on like the range of, I think Joker was like 50 to 80 million dollars, so it's not crazy. Like, it's going to be like a very contained movie, which I'm like, cool, you don't need to go full fucking heavy CGI for like BVS. You can literally make it a self-contained Batman movie.
Yeah,
Because
New
you don't-
Rockstar just like made like another breakdown for it and stuff. You know, just a mini breakdown now that it's like in HD. And then CinemaSins actually did a part 1 of why the Joker is great and shit. And one of the things he was saying is like, yeah, like the budget was low, and they use only little CGI like on like the skyline and some buildings just to make Gotham like its own breathing character. And then like obviously on like the one building where it's Arkham State Hospital, they had to like use CGI to engrave that on the building, obviously. So it's like they really only use the CGI to really enhance like the atmosphere and stuff.
pretty
not
much. Yeah, like the
action or anything.
backgrounds.
They kept
Yeah.
it simple.
Yeah, like
but
the
real.
backgrounds to make it more full. So yeah, like honestly, like I really want this. As much as I know that they're probably not going to connect it to the Joaquin Phoenix Joker DC Black Label, it would be so fucking awesome. It would fit the timeline. Like if we're going for like a Batman that's like in his 20s, come on, Joaquin Phoenix.
Well, like apparently, like you know, there's like rumors around like theories and speculations that like the Joker that will be like kind of connected to the Batman, like Robert Pattinson, is going to be inspired. Like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker is canon, but he's the one who inspires the later Joker and shit.
I hate that. That's the thing that bothers me. I hate when they're like, "Oh, inspires." Just me. I don't like when it's.
But like, think about it, Joaquin. Like you were saying, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is like canon, like what, like 40 or some shit, like.
Yeah,
in,
like 40,
the
42.
movie, he can't be like 60 years old keeping up with Batman unless he actually falls into like some chemicals and changes.
Wait. So if he's let's just say he's 40 right now. Let's say he's 40 in the Joker movie. So give or take, Bruce is like what, 10 years old there. So what?
I would say like 12.
20,
you know, like maybe even like 10, 12.
Like 12. So give or take, you just boost him up to like fucking 8 or 9 years. That's not a big difference to Joaquin Phoenix.
Well, I mean, you gotta like first like Bruce would have to turn 18, go to college for at least 4 to 5 years to get his doctorate or business degree, which he would need to run Wayne Industry, and then after that, then go on a 2-year hiatus, becoming Batman with the League of Shadows, coming back to then becoming Batman.
So what, like?
So, but you know what I mean. But like, even let's say it took only like Batman like 6 to 7 years after the Joker's movie takes place, like that's still like a 50-year-old. I know like 50 is not that old, but it's also not that young. And it's not like Joaquin Phoenix Joker was over here doing backflips, stabbing people in the neck. You know what I mean? He's just like he's just literally a man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like how can you incorporate him? Like, oh shit. Oh.
But yeah, the cinema wins for everything great about Joker 1. Yeah, it's really I fucks with it, man.
Oh, fucking Morbius 2. I'm looking forward to Morbius. That should be good. Are you excited for it?
Oh yeah.
Or no?
I actually am excited for it. Was actually funny when me and my mom and my sister went to go to see The Gentleman and shit. They had like both trailers back to back. They had Morbius and That I think it was Morbius and Wonder Woman and shit, you know, like I'm in my seat, it's like, yeah, I'm seeing both of those. I think they had New Mutants too. It was like 2 Marvel shits back to back. One was Morbius and then something else. I forget what it was and shit. It might have been Wonder Woman too, but like they played that back to back, and I'm like talking to my sister. I'm like, yeah, that's Black Widow. That's what it was.
Black Widow.
They had the Morbius and the Black Widow trailer back to back and shit. And like I was like leaning over to my sister. I was like, you know where to catch me that day at the theater.
Like I'm pretty excited, but the thing is, like I was looking at both the writer and the director of this movie. Oh god, dude, they've made some trash movies. Like honestly, like I was just looking at them, like.
I mean, like all directors have made trash movies. Sometimes it's those trash movies that are good or really fucking funny or like cult classics, or even that are like There's so many bad movies, but there's so many good moments that could have been better if they had a better script or like a better budget and stuff,
Yeah.
So you'd be surprised.
Yeah. But I'm really like, as of right now, it's gonna like. I'm just wondering how you set up with. So is this like setting up like the Sinister Six? I guess this is what they're trying to do. Like, who else do you incorporate in the Sinister Six? So you got Morbius, you got Vulture, you got Scorpion.
Probably Scorpion, because
Yeah.
Matt Gargan or whatever.
Yeah, Matt Gargan. Venom.
But I feel like Venom might be like just like a false placement. Like it'll be like Venom, but then Carnage is gonna take Venom's place, and Venom's gonna end up being a good guy. You know what I
That
mean?
is true. Yeah. So okay, so let's just say as of right now Venom, and then who are the last two?
Well, like there was that one truck that had Craven, on the side. So and then the
Kraven.
one dude in Spider-Man: Far From Home that had like the cheetah print. He could have been in Craven's
I'm so
crew.
stupid. I'm so stupid. Mysterio. We know 100% Mysterio's coming back.
He's
100%.
definitely not dead.
He's definitely not dead.
Anyone who thinks.
Dude, I swear.
Unless that's Marvel has or Sony has the balls to actually say, yeah, he's actually dead,
He's
guys.
actually-
These guys thought he was alive, and I'm like, fuck you guys.
It's like, oh well, fuck you. But
in one of there's this movie that was on Netflix a while ago. Now that Disney has its own streaming service, probably not. But that was something about in the Sanctum Sanctorum, those Mysterio's helmet and his daughter came in and tried to get it back.
ooh, really?
I forget what it was called and shit, but yeah, it was like I forget if it had Hulk in it or not, but it was like, yeah, it's Doctor Strange, I think Spider-Man. I think it was Spider-Man, yeah, it was part of the Spider-Man TV show animated series. She broke in and stole Mysterio's helmet and stuff, and then you find out that it was like because Mysterio was like her dad and shit, who now like gave up the life of being a criminal because he has a daughter.
Yeah.
But now his daughter's old enough that like she stole the helmet back and shit, and tried to take his place and stuff. And then she ended up being like kind of neutral and stuff, not evil or whatever. But that's also something that they can do, because it's technically obviously not canon, but like it does exist somewhere within a universe that Mysterio has a daughter. So
Like,
I can also be thinking where he's
yeah.
actually dead and then his daughter takes revenge.
Like, it'd be cool. Like, I'm also thinking, like, I really, really want them to, like, imagine, like, the post-credit scene is, like, the introduction to Blade. Mahershala Ali's Blade.
I think in Morbius, for sure. I mean, well, not Morbius, because, like, that's, Blade's, like, Marvel and
It's
that's
Marvel,
Sony, but, like...
come on, that'd be so fucking rad.
It would make sense in Morbius, yeah, that he's, like, a vampire and stuff. Blade's
Yeah.
there, like, investigating and shit.
It's like, fuck, that'd be so rad. But, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Morbius.
For some reason, like, I feel like it's gonna give off the same vibe as Venom, and I personally like Venom, Was it groundbreaking? No.
No.
Could the CGI be a tad better? Oh, 100%,
Like-
especially in some spots, but, like,
Like,
for the most part, it was a good movie, an entertaining movie to watch. I think Tom Hardy did a great job with what he was, trying to do and what he was given, because, he's not, like, he's not a villain, but he's not necessarily a good guy either.
Like, I agree what a reviewer said. This feels like it felt like a movie that could come out in like the 2000s era, like with like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I totally agree, but it's a good movie. It's not. It's a cheesy fucking. It's a cheesy movie. It doesn't matter. Like it actually is really really good. They fucking made a lot of money for them to fucking be like, yeah, we're making a sequel, which is apparently coming out this year. Which I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm like, I totally fucking forgot about that. And then
All I can hope is that, like, we don't get a new Spider-Man for at least another couple of years and shit.
Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3 comes out next year.
Yeah, I know, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, changing Tom Holland again and, getting a new actor to Spider-Man. I hope that doesn't happen for a few more years.
Well, on whatchamacallit, I think it was, like, Rotten Tomatoes, the interviewer was like, so he's like, would you, like, still want to continue being Spider-Man? He's like, yeah. He's like, I want to be Spider-Man until I'm old. He's like, I love playing this character. He's like, honestly, he's like, they continue to find new ways to make Spider-Man new, and they keep on adding like fresh material. So like until that runs out, he's like, I'm happy being Spider-Man. Like honestly, I could see Spider-Man going on until so if they're already with 3, I could see at least another 3 more in the works. At least
purely Sony produced.
Sony produced. Like honestly, I think with Marvel, I think with the whole Marvel and Sony deal when it comes to Spider-Man, I think that one-off is definitely just gonna be a one-off. I don't see at all it going past that. Like, as much as I would love for Disney and Marvel to still continue, and I feel like we're lucky that we're getting at least one more film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's what all people wanted, because it literally left in a fucking cliffhanger.
The biggest cliffhanger possible.
It's like, come on, you have to at least acknowledge that you left it in a cliffhanger. Like, don't leave it in a cliffhanger, because even Kevin Feige even said, he's like, Spider-Man could even travel through dimensions. It's like, oh, okay, so you could set him up in like in the Spider-Verse shit. So then you could change everything. It really doesn't matter. So I don't know. With Spider-Man, it's interesting. We have to see, because we also don't know what Marvel's idea for their last initiation with Spider-Man, unless it's going to be an Avengers 5 or a stupid cameo that they end up putting him in, which I think would be very wasteful. Which is very wasteful. I don't understand why they would do that. So I would imagine that it might be like an Avengers 5, like he's with like the new team with fucking Falcon, Winter Soldier, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, which I really don't want Captain Marvel to be a part of the Avengers. Which I think she's
better off as like a little solo character. And then in her movies, you can introduce new plot points and affect everyone.
I think like I think the only way that you can bring her is if it's like earth-shattering events, that it's like Galactus style or a Thanos return. But I don't think you need her for like fucking Kang or fucking who was the other one that they were also talking about? Fuck. I'm trying to think, what was the other villain that they said that they also wanted to bring into Marvel? Fuck. But just
Higher Evolutionary.
Yeah, Higher Evolutionary. Well, Higher Evolutionary was going to be for Guardians of the Galaxy, so I don't see Higher Evolutionary. But just for Kang, you don't need Kang. You don't need Captain Marvel for Kang. You can literally just keep Black Panther, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Falcon, Winter Soldier, whoever the hell you really, really want.
I want Ant-Man 3.
Ant-Man 3 was confirmed. Yeah,
I know, I want it though, now.
You want it now. Yeah, they were like debating, like, are we going to have an Ant-Man 3? Are we going to have...
Because, like, alright, so let me just... I'll describe to you one scene I want in Ant-Man 3, right? Hank Pym dies. Right? So, but before he died, he made like an algorithm based on Zola's work to put his mind in a computer. But like, having a computer isn't enough, you know? He wants to continue his work, his research. So he made a robot body. Little did he know, Ultron, bam, back in business.
Dude, I would be happy about
now
Ultron
with the
returning.
knowledge of Hank Pym and shit. Because like in the comics, obviously Hank Pym was the one who created it, so it'd actually make it canon, you know, like, and confirmed. Hank Pym will create the real Ultron.
Like, I would definitely be down for Ultron to come back. Like, I still think Ultron was still underutilized in his own fucking movie, Age of Ultron. I think they made him too much of a fucking joke, which I fucking hated the most. Like, oh, he's like talking about Tony Stark, who's like, oh yeah, cracking eggs, and he's like, oh yeah, you beat me by like 30 seconds or something. Like stupid like little quips from fucking Ultron. I'm like, why do you have to make him funny? Like, you can't just do it from the fucking comic books where he was like this menacing robot.
It'd be too scary, and you can't sell toys that way.
Well, the fucking trailer made him out to be this terrifying, like, I have strings and now I'm free. Like, that fucking trailer was so fucking creepy and ominous. I'm like, ooh, I'm excited. And then it's like, oh, you're a funny movie, aren't you? I don't like it. But, you know, I can't stop thinking about The Gentleman. Honestly, that fucking movie is so good. I want to go see it again. Dude, I I gotta go see it over the weekend. God.
How like literally until like 2 minutes into the movie they're screaming like trying at each other already. It's so funny.
Like, literally, like, spoiler-wise, dude, like, the fucking twist and all that shit was just ridiculous. Like, I honestly thought, like, the first, like, 2 minutes where, like, the movie opened, like, they killed Matthew McConaughey's character. I was like, okay, that's a brave choice. I'm like, oh. And then, like, I love Hugh Grant's, like, he keeps on, like, fucking switching up the story because he's like, that none of that happened. He's like, I'm just interpreting.
I'm trying to spice it
I'm
up,
just trying
baby.
to spice it up, baby. And then him touching his lap, and he's like, do you want me to? He's like, I'm gonna go to bed. He's like, I can join if you want me
I
to.
can
And he's
join
like,
you, yeah.
no. He's like, I'm good. He's like, oh, come on.
No, I thought it was funny when he's like outside and he's like looking at the grill and he's like,
He
now
touches it.
this might be weird, but steaks? Is there any chance of steaks?
Chance of
And then the
steaks?
guy's like, all right, fuck it.
Like, fuck-
Let's get
and
some
then he
steaks and
he
cook some
touch-
dinner.
But he touches the fucking thing. He's like, ah, fuck. And I'm like, why would you touch it?
Oh.
I'm like,
I mean, in terms of a twist, you know, like, I really didn't think there was any twist, you know, like, I was expecting that, like, I wasn't expecting them to frame the movie like that, kind of like a guy telling it in a story movie format and stuff, like, I wasn't expecting that, but, like, in terms of, like, the twist, I kind of, like, saw it beforehand, but I do like how, like, because, you know, like, most movies end with the twist and stuff, even after, like, the twist that, like, it was, like, the rival guy who set him up to, like, lower the price for the deals and shit. The reporter guy, I forget his name and shit,
Oh,
how he
Fletcher.
left and they went, Fletcher, they went
yeah.
and found Fletcher and stuff. I liked that, you know?
I love how he's at like Miramax pitching the fucking story, even though it's produced by Miramax. It was just so fucking meta. I was like, Jesus. But it was so like I thought everybody was fantastic. Like
I love Coach. Coach was definitely the funniest.
Coach
My
was
mom,
fucking
the
funny,
Irish
dude.
guy, yeah.
yeah, fucking Colin Farrell's Coach. I'm just like, oh my god, fucking the guy that fucked the pig, the fucking editor. He's like,
Oh god.
he's like just naked under a fucking sheet, and he's like, what happened? And they just open the van door, and he looks at the pig, and if I'm not mistaken, on his chest, wasn't it like cum on his chest from the fucking pig or something? It was like all white on his chest. I'm like, ew. I'm like, so
I think
nasty.
it was just all greasy and sweaty.
I'm like,
But
ew, so
probably
nasty.
threw up on himself too. But yeah, he's like, oh, you're not gonna be able to unsee that fucking nightmare fuel.
Oh, dude, everybody was just so perfect in that movie. Like, I have, like, no complaints. Like, I just thought, like, it was, like, so fucking clever. Oh, fuck, dude. I think out of everybody, I think Hugh Grant definitely was the highlight. Just him, like, literally narrating. Oh, and when when they're watching the fucking video of, like, the Asian guy, Henry Golding, talking to the American businessman, and they're like doing like the voiceovers, and it's like completely fucking wrong, and he's
Oh,
like,
the subtitles
yeah, the
and
subtitles. I'm just like dying of laughing. He's like, let's just go along with it. He's like, it makes no sense, and he's like, they don't always get it right. Oh my
He's
God.
like, put some effort into it.
Effort
Stuff.
into it.
You're an octopussy. I think there's something wrong in the translation. Don't mind it. Just keep going.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh.
Like that. Honestly, I just can't wait for this. I'm
The
definitely
part where like
watching
the assistant dude goes to like the apartment to find the drugged out girl and shit
Yeah.
and stuff, and he's just like rolling a spliff, explaining to them how they're all stupid.
this. Oh my god. Just
He's
so
like-
good.
Hey Mike, you smoke? Nah, I don't smoke anymore. How much you bench pressing nowadays? It's like fucking casual talk.
Oh, I'm trying to think what the fuck. What are their fucking names? So I'm trying to think.
Like
what
Matthew McConaughey's Mitch.
no, it's not Mitch. It's Mickey.
Mickey. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Mickey.
They even called him Michael. If I'm not mistaken, like it was like Michael at like one point. I'm trying to think. What was Charlie Hunnam's his assistant? Fuck. Fuck me. What is it? It's killing me because I. Let's see. Yeah, Mickey Pearson. Oh, Raymond. That's what his name was. Raymond. And then fucking Harry Golding's character was Dry Eyes. That's like I'm trying to remember. Fucking, but I just love he's just fucking Hugh Grant. He's like, come on, Raymond, let's play a game, Raymond. He's like, no. He's like, Raymond, play a game with me. He's like, no. He's like, Raymond, play a fucking game with me. He's like, okay.
It's like, shit, I got time.
Oh god, dude, just such a good movie. But I'm trying to think like what other movies like am I excited for too. So besides Birds of Prey that comes out fucking it literally at Friday, which I'm like oh shit, I forgot about it. You got New Mutants in April. What comes out in March? Let's look at the schedule. Gentlemen, I saw. Got Birds of Prey. Fuck Fantasy Island. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog. That should be good.
I mean, it's a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. You know, you can't expect it to be Oscar nominated.
Of course,
but like,
not.
For what it is, it's probably an entertaining movie.
Well, they are. Apparently, they're projecting the weekend box office for it to make $50 million. So that's actually pretty fucking good for especially a fucking video game movie, for especially Sonic the Hedgehog, which got that delay, which was supposed to come out in what was it, March of last year or what, November of last year that was supposed to come out. But hey, should be interesting. Let's see how it is. Trying to think. Bloodshot with Vin Diesel, another comic book movie.
I don't want to see that.
Oh, The Quiet Place Part 2. That's what I'm excited for. That's gonna be fucking awesome. The Quiet Place 1 is really fucking good.
They should have made it A Quiet Place and A Quieter Place for the sequel.
A Quieter Place. A Quiet Place Part 2. A Quieter Place.
A place that's quiet.
A place that's quiet. What else do you have? Then you got Mulan. Definitely gonna go see Mulan.
I don't know. I never been into like those live action
some
things.
Of them are
so
good.
I never seen like a point to them.
Some of
No,
them
I bet they're good, and I bet they look fantastic and stuff. But it's just like, I don't know.
Oh fuck! Then you got New Mutants in April.
That 100%.
Yeah, definitely. And then you got No Time to Die, James Bond. Excited for that. Definitely actually pretty rad.
Never really seen James Bond movies either.
Oh, you gotta watch the Daniel Craig movies. They're so good, dude. Black Widow. I'm still debating about Black Widow. Like, I don't know why, but I don't feel hyped about Black Widow at all.
I mean, I think it's just fine that she's finally getting her own movie to actually like finally shine before like she's done.
I don't know. Like,
I don't know. It'll be entertaining, I feel like.
It's hard for me.
Will it add anything to the universe? No, but why does every movie have to? You know what I mean?
I just don't know if this felt like... I don't know why this literally had to be, like, the beginning of Phase 4. Like, this should be...
Because I feel like they're setting something up in Black Widow that's gonna be affecting, you know, what's happening afterwards.
Oh, not the Soul Stone. The fucking Reality Stone. She has the Reality Stone. That's what that's what like theorists are like saying. Oh yeah, she has the Reality Stone. That's why she's able to come back.
I've been seeing other shit like in her hands and stuff. You know, like there's like a lot of red symbolism and shit. You know, like in bands, like she's holding that one red thing in the scene.
Yeah.
Theorists that I've seen say that like as she was falling off the edge and shit, since she had one vial to get back home of Pym particles, right? Because they all got two, one to go and then one to come back. That she used that basically as she was falling and stuff in order to go back in time between Civil War and Infinity War to right the wrongs that she did and stuff. Like for example, one of them is like in Infinity War, she's wearing like Yelena Belova's jacket and stuff. Could it be possibly because like in between, she shut down the Red Room program and killed all the assassins, including Elena, but took her jacket as like maybe like a trophy or a way to remember her by.
Yeah.
Or did she go back in time, and now is gonna go back in time and maybe instead of like kill all them, try to like save some of them or like warn them, you know? So the theory is like she went back in time, stole more Pym particles, is gonna right the wrongs that she did in her life, and then transfer back to that moment where she falls off the cliff and dies and stuff. Because like she knows they still need the Soul Stone, and she knows she needs to die. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like one of those movies,
Yeah.
like which is like wouldn't be terrible, but like, and obviously everyone who's going to see that has probably seen Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, so it wouldn't be like, oh, where is this? What is happening? You know, they would know if that was like the case, but it's not a terrible theory, but like super unlikely, and I highly doubt that. I think it's literally like maybe if she's falling from Vormir, she's like reliving the moments of her past, and that's what we're seeing, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, like in terms of maybe not like a Soul Stone vision, but like in terms of like, you know, like how people just have flashbacks before they die, and something like that. You know, we're reliving her past. You know, in the Red Room, what happened between Civil War and Infinity War, and then you know, her final moments, what she was thinking.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like, it would definitely be.
But yeah, that's the thing. No one knows. Yeah, with Black Widow movie after she died, but like, I don't. This could also be setting up, like I said, you know, like maybe a new Black Widow with like Yelena Belova or like someone else, and then setting up Ross. You know, like what the fuck is he doing in the Black Widow movie and stuff? You know, like so this could be further setting up like the Thunderbolts and shit.
Thunderbolts, yeah. Which the rumors were that if not mistaken, they're either doing a Thunderbolt TV show or they're setting them up to the Thunderbolts to be the bad guys for fucking
Falcon
Avengers.
and Winter Soldier.
No, not for Falcon and Winter Soldier. For the next Avengers movie, they were saying that it's going to be teased in Falcon and Winter Soldier as the Thunderbolts. Like they're going to start recruiting people. If I'm not mistaken, they said that that Thunderbolt Ross was gonna recruit possibly Baron Zemo, and then he's recruiting fucking Taskmaster here, and it's just the beginning of the Thunderbolts building up, and that's how we get to Avengers 5, and it's literally the Avengers versus the Thunderbolts, which is not a bad idea. Like I would be okay with it. Like honestly, we don't need a cosmic threat for the Avengers 5. You could literally make it a very contained story with the Thunderbolts. You've brought Thunderbolt Ross into the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Civil War, and then you brought him with Infinity War, then Endgame, then you're bringing him back for Black Widow. Then might as well just use him and make the Thunderbolts. Like, I would be completely down with that, because so let's say Thunderbolts, it's Taskmaster, Zemo. I'm just gonna go with Red Hulk. He's gotta be Red Hulk. Who else? I'm trying to think who else could be. Mordo? You think so?
Baron Mordo, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, until like Doctor Strange 2 happens, it's like tell, because they were setting him to be like the main antagonist of like the second one.
But then you got Nightmare.
Then you have Nightmare, and then then you also have like, you know, like the director literally getting cut and shit, and they're then probably changing whatever part of the script, you know, like that he didn't want them to change, and the reason why he probably quit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it could be something where it's like he wanted to focus on Nightmare, but they're like, but what about Baron Mordo? Like, write him in and maybe have him come in, and then they kiss and make up and shit, and then jerk each other off, and then portals of fucking happy cum sparkles come out, and they save the day, and then Scott Dicko, whatever his name is,
Scott
the fuck?
What, the director?
Yeah.
Oh, Scott Derrickson.
Scott Derrickson, Scott Travis, whatever the fuck his name is, and stuff. But, yeah, Baron Mordo could be like 100%, you know, and then
I'm trying to think who else. Namor.
Howard the Duck. Oh yeah, Namor.
I don't know, but Namor might be the villain for Black Panther 2.
He most definitely is.
Yeah, and then there was the fucking rumor that Michael B. Jordan's returning as Killmonger for fucking Black Panther 2. So there's just, I don't know, there's just so much that they can do with the next Avengers movie. Which, alright, what do you think the timeline is going to be for the next Avengers movie? So we're in 2020. When do you think the next Avengers movie comes out? In your speculation.
Probably like 2023, if you're
20
asking me.
2023. So let's see.
I feel like they're gonna be like in the next year, so whatever. They're gonna try to like introduce some characters and stuff through the TV shows and like whatever. And then and then in a year and a half, it'd be like, oh, new Avengers coming out and shit, named New Avengers shit, and then everyone's gonna be like, what? And then
yeah, so
7 months before it comes out, we're gonna get that first trailer, and it's gonna be just a bunch of young kids on the run from supervillains trying to capture them.
alright, so this is the schedule. This is the lineup. This is from New York Times. So we got Black Widow. We got Eternals November 6th. We have
I forgot about that.
Eternals, which I'm fucking excited for. Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, which is February of next year.
Finally, the actual Mandarin.
Yeah, after so
Appearance.
fucking long, dude.
It's gonna be some guy to be like, I thought that guy was funny, so I took his name. Now I kill him. And Ben Kingsley just
God.
dies.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
kills Ben Kingsley.
Then you got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, May 7th of 2021.
Emphasis on the multiverse, not on the madness.
Yeah. Then you got Spider-Man Homecoming 3, whatever the fuck the title is, which is...
Homecoming 3, so you have Homecoming, Far From Home.
Wait, why is it August 16th? I think they fucked up. I think it's supposed to be July. Then
When does Spider-Man movies not fuck up the timeline? Alright, keep it going.
Thor Love and Thunder, November 5th, 2021. So
Oh yeah, Taika!
Jesus Christ. Black Panther 2, May 6, 2022. And then it's...
Which is like, I'm not gonna, if they bring in Namor out, that's
Yeah.
gonna be some good shit.
Like, I don't know how you... Like, honestly, I love Black Panther, but, like, alright. This is my argument with Black Panther. It's a fucking great movie, but it has such a great villain. Like, that's the thing. They made Black Panther so uninteresting, and they made Killmonger the most, like... They made him the most, like, interesting villain, like, in that universe before Thanos. And that was really, really hard. And
Because for the first time, instead of the hero losing their parents, becoming like a hero, it's the villain.
But not only that, he talked about literally, like, the prejudice against their own culture with being black and all that, and literally him even saying that he's like, why don't you use this technology to help your people? He's like, but all you do is hide in your freaking castle, and it's like so fucking interesting. I'm like, you have such a cool fucking villain. How do you make that with Black Panther 2? How do you make Black Panther, T'Challa, go from, after having such a cool fucking villain like Killmonger, to then Namor, and how do you make Black Panther more fucking interesting? Like, I don't know. It's
War style movie. That's how I think
War
personally.
style?
So it's like this is what I'm like thinking stuff. So Nick Fury's like in fucking space, doing his sword shit, So like there's no really like place on Earth that's like monitoring like the skies and activity, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like Shield was full of fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
And then got dismantled, and then half the people disappeared, So I doubt Shield's still like running strong. It's a good sword. Everyone's in space now.
Of course.
So I feel if you do it like war style and stuff, where you literally like, because I think Wakanda's like in the middle of like a kind of, it's not really along any coast stuff. So I can see like, since he's like rich and like has a lot of like money and power and technology and stuff, he's sending like a bunch of like drones and ships and stuff to like the ocean to check it out, to check out these tremors and stuff. But then comes across Atlantis and stuff, Atlantia, or whatever it's gonna be fucking called and shit. And then, like Namor is gonna be like, oh, for like the last like 5 years, like our fucking oceans have been cleaned from your pollution, and now that everyone's back, it's like getting even worse and shit,
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, fuck you, and then let's do it war style, do it like Saving Private Ryan, war game style.
Private Ryan, yeah. I don't know.
Where also you could be like, since like you could have it where it's like Namor has like Killmonger in prison and shit, like saved him and stuff. Because like obviously, Killmonger was like, make sure you throw me in the ocean,
yeah.
where my ancestors are and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like it could be possible that once he gets thrown in the ocean and stuff,
Namor,
he finds something down there, or Namor finds him and then like heals him. And it's like, oh, we can use you to attack the surface dwellers and stuff, and then imprisonments him, and then is preparing to attack him. But then the snap happens, and then everything was fine because like 5 years, no more pollution. But then like people are back now, all this pollution. Now it's time to attack again.
Interesting. Yeah, that'd be actually really cool. Like honestly,
because I mean, like obviously in DC, if anyone dies, you can Lazarus Pit. Oh, yeah. Dr. Fate magic and shit. You know what I mean? Well, Marvel doesn't really have that like resurrection technology. It's every death is like a fake out.
Of course,
like it's not it really didn't happen. It's not like no one really dies and shit.
That's why Marvel's like the cheapest when it comes to deaths. Like honestly, it's so bad. Like. We know Captain America's alive. We know that, of course, Robert...
I mean, he's old. He could have died. We could have died by the next movie.
But Robert Downey Jr. will come back as Iron Man. You know that
as a hologram or a cameo in a flashback or some shit.
I don't know.
Obviously.
Let's see how his career after fucking Avengers.
Doolittle.
It didn't. Oh
after
God.
Doolittle.
Oh no. Doolittle fucking bombed horribly. Yeah, I guarantee you he's on the phone with Kevin Feige and he's like, yeah, Kevin, do you guys have anything for me? Apparently, nobody really liked Dr. Doolittle.
But at this point, he's rolling in so much fucking money that, like, he can just keep doing shitty movies and it doesn't even matter.
Nice convo.
Hi.
Hi, Eric. Then we got Blade coming. That's gonna be fucking cool. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which should be fucking awesome too. James Gunn come back. James Gunn. But
finally, after he pissed on all the kids, he finally gets a redemption.
After the tweets, after he pissed on all the little kids' heads, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Disney's so fucked up. I mean, granted, it's like it was a weird tweet, but like it's fucking Twitter 10 years ago. Why the fuck does that matter?
I don't fucking know. And then we got Captain Marvel 2, which I'm actually glad they got rid of the directors from the
If they bring in Spectrum, then like I'm Gucci. That's all I really wanted. That little black girl becoming Spectrum.
I want to say one thing. I was not a fan of Captain Marvel. It's a good movie. It's not fantastic.
It's probably my least favorite Marvel movie. Yeah,
honestly,
it's a bad movie, but like it was weird, like we discussed it. It's weird placing because you have it was in between like Infinity War and Endgame and stuff, so weird placing. At least Ant-Man and the Wasp made sense.
It made sense.
And with Captain Marvel was just out of nowhere, same thing with the Black Widow movie, which I feel bad for like these women actors who are getting finally solo movies, but like they're so disliked because they're so awkwardly placed and so unnecessary.
Like their characters are so great, but like the scheduling wise is so terrible. Like I don't understand why you put these schedules. Like honestly, you should have moved Spider-Man. You should have moved Black Widow into the Spider-Man slot because you're then getting off of the Endgame routine, and then you're like, oh, we get to finally see her movie. It's like, oh, we get to connect after she got killed. After she killed herself in
exactly
Endgame.
That would make a ton more sense.
It's like, oh, cool. And then honestly, with Captain Marvel, like I said, I'm happy that they got rid of those directors. I was not a fan with it. Hopefully with whoever they bring in, hopefully the screenplay is a lot better and the movie's
hopefully they stick more to the comics, because like the problem with like I feel like the Carol Danvers version that they try to do is like they like touched on a little comic, but they went too much of like the amnesia, trying to figure myself out thing, you know.
It felt like a generic.
And then at the end, she
movie.
just gets all super powerful, and you're just
Yeah.
like, well, where was the build up to that, you know?
Yeah.
And they had such good emotional scenes between her and Nick Fury, and then her
Yeah.
and like Monica Rambeau, where it's like you feel such emotion. It's like, where was this feeling the entire movie? Where it's like I feel for you in the beginning. I think you're just like an asshole and not even in the funny way.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there's nothing towards Brie Larson. They made her so motionless. Like, she had no expression. Had no expression.
That's what they told her. It's like act like you have amnesia. And
it's like
you know how hard it is to convey no emotion.
It's like
you know, like that's impossible.
Man. It's like she seems so dull, and that's not saying something bad, but it's like fuck that. Like that's the thing that sucks. Like you said, I feel bad for them because their movies come after literally the biggest movies that literally just happened. So like literally, Infinity War, you get then Captain Marvel. You're like, fuck.
Because they had to explain her for Endgame, which in Endgame she didn't really even play like the biggest part. I feel like you could have added her in Endgame, and then people like, who the fuck is this? But then she gets knocked out by Thanos, and you're like, who the fuck was that? I need to figure out who the fuck that is. And then they came out with like a Captain Marvel, you know, like in like season phase 4 and stuff, and it's like, oh, so that's who she is, and that's cool, you know.
And that's the thing I'm actually happy about. I'm glad that they didn't make her the overall OP person to kill Thanos. Like, thank God that didn't happen, because I would have been really pissed off. Like, honestly, I don't know. With Captain Marvel, I'm still skeptical. I think everybody still is. Then we got Fantastic Four, which is
rebooted, which like it has to be good, right? Third time's the charm. Like, I like the old school movies, you know, with Jessica Alba and stuff, but like
fourth time's a charm. Because if you I don't think you know about this. There was originally an original Fantastic Four movie. If I'm not mistaken,
oh yeah, like in like the 80s or 70s or some
It was
shit?
in the 90s.
90s?
Yeah. It might have been the 80s. It might have been the 90s. It was on the cuff of
I don't count that though. I really don't count that. That's like saying like they had like a Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor movie in like the 80s and 90s too. You know, I don't count those because those are like. But that's like when Marvel was on drugs and they're like, shit, comics are dying, we need to do something for money, and they made like the shittiest movies to sell. Those are the movies you literally, you know, you walk into the store and it's like the bin that's like, oh, $3, grab 10 movies. That's like, yeah, that's what those made for.
But when it comes to like you said, third time is definitely a charm. They have to make this the best Fantastic Four movie. If not, then they should never fucking make a Fantastic Four movie, because it would make no fucking sense. Like, I don't know. Like, I hope that Doctor Doom is not the villain for the first one.
What?
I don't want.
For like the first one.
I don't want it to be a one and done. I don't want it to be like a one and done villain.
Like I said, like maybe as like a post credit scene and stuff. You know, like remember when I was explaining to you that one where it's like you go over like Latveria and it's been like destroyed and shit. You know, and then it's like whoever did this, there will be only Doom. You know, that'd be fucking tough. You know, and that's like introducing for a second movie, or maybe that he's gonna be like the main villain, kind of like Thanos was in like the end of the Avengers movie when he's like, I'll do it to myself.
Yeah, or like some people were saying, and there was those like rumors that were going on, that it'd be cool if they did a Doctor Doom TV series. So you do Fantastic Four, and then you do Doctor Doom TV series. You build up Doctor Doom, and then you make him the villain for the second or third one, whatever you want to be.
So for like a series, how far are we going back? Like him, like since Iron Man, and then him being intrigued by like the suit, and then maybe making his own like of like the armor and shit, his
whatever
metal
you
armor,
want to do,
and then him during the Sokovia Accords voting for it. That's why he can keep these heroes under like his thumb, kind of in a sense. But then that fell through. Now he's just gonna be evil and steal everything.
I think it would be a really cool way to build up a fucking, especially a villain in a TV series, and then you have him. Like, you can literally make a mini series. You don't have to make season 1, 2, or 3 of Doctor Doom. You make it one series, 6 episodes of building him up, and then you bring him into fucking Fantastic Four 2 or 3, and then you're like, shit, this guy is fucking really, really rad. Because every time they've had Doctor Doom in movies with the 2005 version and then the 2015 movie or 2016, where fuck that Fantastic Four reboot garbage.
Never even seen those movies because that's how bad I know them.
I remember seeing the newer one that came out. that Doctor Doom was the worst fucking Doctor Doom I've ever seen. That was like the worst comic book movie.
It's because like they try to make them all like kids for some reason, and then
they weren't even
he didn't
kids,
even
they were
speak.
adults.
Like that one scene that they showed in the trailer where he like explodes everyone's heads
Hey,
and stuff.
I was
It's
like,
like
the
that's
fuck
where
is that?
that's where the movie should have started.
I'm like, wait, so he has no electricity? He literally just walks and makes this screeching sound that explodes people's heads. I'm like, well, okay. And then I love how they have Miles Teller literally in high school. And I'm like, dude, this guy looks like he's in his 30s, bro. He does not look like he's like literally 18 years old. I'm like,
The guy who played the Thing, right?
No, Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, like,
oh well, that kid looks like nerdy and young. Like
he does not look young. He looks like he's in his 30s. Both of them look like they're in their 30s. I'm like, come on, man. That's off the fucking nose. Like, oh, we're high school kids. Dude, you look so fucking old. Like, it's like
the guy who played like the Thing for me, definitely. The guy who played Mr. Fantastic, he passed for me because like nerdy is.
Yeah. And then we got Deadpool 3, which
Which is like still anything word on like literally anything about it. Like now, especially now that technically it's owned by Marvel, but still they're gonna still have Fox produce it or some shit.
Well,
Like
we
that.
know that fucking Ryan Reynolds has talked to
They should just sell the rights to Deadpool to Ryan Reynolds. I don't know why they have.
Well, no, you can honestly
He said no.
you can honestly keep. You don't need to put him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You could just keep him in Fox. Like, well, it's now not called Fox. It's now just called 20th Century. So you can literally just keep him in his own fucking universe. You don't need to bring him if you really want to. Like, just keep him doing his own thing. Like we said, it would be cool if you could both do PG-13 Deadpool in an Avengers movie along with an R-rated version, but then like Bob Iger, the
like for
CEO,
example, like you have like Avengers Save New York, right? And then Deadpool's in there, and it's like rated PG-13. But then you have a Deadpool movie coming out that's like Deadpool Avengers Save New York, and it's just like from his perspective, you know? And that'd be fucking funny as hell.
And actually, I just thought about this, which just was a light bulb that just shined in my head.
What kind of light bulb? Fluorescent, hopefully.
Fluorescent, LED. LED. This actually makes it intriguing because you could possibly do PG-13 Deadpool in an Avengers movie and then do an R-rated Deadpool movie. Because if you look at it, Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn was PG-13 in Suicide Squad, and now she's rated R in Birds of Prey. This will either be a good thing or a bad thing, because then Disney could be like, okay, parents understand that not to take their kid to this movie because it's rated R, and that you don't need to particularly watch it because it's not connected to it. If you really
it doesn't add anything to the universe.
It doesn't add anything to the universe. It's just its own separate thing. Which then, if this works out, then we can actually have Deadpool in an Avengers movie, and then you could have him in his own solo.
She's like all the way out there, right? Oh no, she's right here.
I really hope that works out for Birds of Prey, because then that gives hope for Deadpool in both.
Yeah,
movies.
that'd be then an instance of Marvel taking out of pages.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
which is like, I feel like there should be some cross collaboration. Because at one point, John, I guarantee 30 years in the future, after superheroes have been dead for 20 years, you know, then they're going to be like, shit, Marvel versus DC, Avengers versus Justice League, and everyone's going to shit their pants. They're going to be like, what? No way.
The ultimate battle.
But like, that's going to be so far from now, and I feel like, get some cross collaboration now and make that happen. You get so much fucking money. If not by like, money. Yeah, it's all about the money, and that's how you entice them. But like, no one has the balls to go up to these conglomerates and be like, "Yo, let's do it," you know? Because it's also about competition. When there's competition, there's more sales. Because it's always like, what's better, PlayStation, Xbox, you know, fucking Coke, Pepsi. It's about like that competition that also drives sales. Because then you're like, well, now I need to buy both to try both. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah. 100%.
Or it's like you'll at least have a dedicated fandom where you know you're consistently getting revenue from. So when you do a cross promotion like that, you know, it's like you're not creating competition, so you're not creating supply and demand.
but
Dude, what the fuck?
that
But it
was,
should be about the entertainment, not about the money.
of course. But this was a good little talking segment on our movie discussion ramblings on Marvel Cinematic Universe and the
Unfinished
fascinating-
movie disgusted.
unfinished movie
discussions.
discussions. Yeah, with the fucking Fast and the Furious, fucking Vin Diesel and John Cena
Oh my god.
brothers.
Fast and Furious, oh my god. More like slow and delirious, am I right? No, but like, yeah, it never felt like that's the issue. It's like there's some movies where I'm like, damn, I really want to like the Terminator series. Like, the first one's free on YouTube and shit. Sarah Connor's tits though, grade A. But like, you know, it's on YouTube, so I actually watched it like 2 or 3 times fully. I'm like, it's a fucking great movie, you know, like obviously for its time, especially. I want to watch like all of them, like Terminator 2, 3, Genesis, Dark Fate. I want to watch all of them, no matter
my
how much
God.
suck and shit. But the thing is, I want to watch them. The thing with the Fast and Furious, I don't want to watch them. There's not like, damn, it's like, I need to catch up on that series. It's like, no, I don't. Paul Walker, whoever, they just, you know, R.I.P., you know, shit happens. But like, I don't feel like I need to. Unbreakable, I really want to see that. Glass, and
Yeah,
I
that's
also want to see that. Those are movies I want to see because of like one movie or because I know of the series. But like Fast and Furious, no. The Kingsman, you know, like another movie I want to go see, even though like to me, I feel like a Kingsman movie is pointless, especially when you have the Kingsmen. You know, it's like continue with this action-packed shit you got going. Why you do a prequel? I find it weird, but I still want to go see it. That has been my rant on Fast and Furious.
That is our rant on movies in general.